Hi guys, this is my TRX video showing you all of my favourite TRX exercises. It's completely up to you the intensity that you work at, however I recommend 3 sets of 30-second rounds, or you can carry them out in circuit style. Most TRX exercises will target the core in some way because they are bodyweight exercises. However, these particular ones that I'm about to show you are specifically targeting the core. Okay, so for the next 3 exercises, you'll need to pop your feet in the handles of the TRX ropes. Make sure that your heels are towards the back and that your feet are in securely. Tighten your core, and for this exercise, you're going to pull both legs into your core. Make sure that you keep your feet and knees together at all times and really work through your abdominals. Now we can switch this exercise up by bringing in one leg at a time rather than both. Again, make sure that your core keeps as still as possible and really drive all movement from this area. Okay, now this is a little bit more advanced. You're going to drive your bum up into the air, but all movement will actually come from the pulling of your core. You'll then slowly lower back down and repeat. Make sure that the movement is nice and controlled throughout the entire exercise. Now, there are a lot of exercises that you can do with the TRX to work your arms, but this is my favourite and probably the most simple one. Now, make sure that your heels are driving into the floor, that you're holding onto the handles nice and tightly, and lean back so that your body is as straight as possible, again, really engaging your core. Now, you'll pull up with and through your arms, and this will target your triceps to give you that nice turned muscle definition. Pull up to the top and slowly lower back down. Again, this needs to be nice and controlled for maximum benefit. A lot of people think that you need weights to work your legs and your bum, but bodyweight exercises can be just as effective. These are jumping squats. They're the same as your standard jumping squat, but instead you're holding on to TRX handles. Get nice and high on the jump and nice and low when you land, and make sure that you're driving all power through the legs. You need to make sure that you're squeezing your bum at the top of the jump and getting nice and low at the bottom and straight back up into it. It should be nice and quick but also controlled at the same time. So why use TRX to do this? I find that it gives more control. You can get a lot lower into the squat. That's my personal opinion, but also it does create a little bit more resistance, so it makes you work that little bit harder through your legs. Like jumping squats, we can also use a TRX for jumping lunges. Again, I find that it just allows you to go that little bit lower on the lunge, and it adds a little bit of resistance to the exercise. Make sure that your legs are at 90 degrees when you go into the lunge, and get nice and high on the jump in between. The alternations will also help to improve your coordination. Here we'll work one leg at a time. We'll use one leg for balance while the other will be kept off of the floor. The leg that will be used for balance will be used to slowly lower yourself down whilst keeping the other leg nice and straight out in front. As you can see, I just adjusted my position. That was to make it harder. The further forward your balancing foot is, the lower you can get and the harder the manoeuvre is. It's also more effective this way, so go as low as you possibly can without your bum touching the floor. Once you've finished on one leg, you can switch to the other and you'll repeat exactly the same thing just on the other side. You might find that one leg is easier to do this on than the other. That's completely natural. You'll probably find that you acquire a little bit more balance on the weaker leg, but that is kind of the point of these exercises. They allow you to work your weak areas and build them to match your stronger side. Perhaps practice on your weaker side a little bit more to help build its strength. Now this is really similar to the exercise that you've just seen. However, we alternate between bringing the leg forward, as in the previous exercise, and pulling the leg back behind the balancing leg, as you can see in the video. This is really good for balance and coordination, and here is another angle just so you can see what's going on a little bit more. You're bending that leg and pulling it back behind the balancing leg and then straighten it out to put it forward. As with the last exercise, this targets one leg at a time, so once you've finished on your first leg, switch and try the other one. Again, you'll probably find that one leg is stronger than the other, but that's the whole point of this exercise. It can really help you to target different sides of the body. Remember to keep your core engaged at all times and really work through the leg that you're using to balance. If you thought that these tips were helpful, don't forget to give a big thumbs up and subscribe for free updates every time I post. It'd be great to hear from you, so comment below letting me know what else you'd like to see. You can find me on Instagram at Kirby or at tigresslifestyle.com. Thanks guys, bye!